What's up, everybody? I'm here with
Salah.
And what's your opinion on AI?
I think it's disrupting a lot of different businesses nowadays, and it's the newest technology. If you're not using AI, then you're getting behind. That's what I think.
I agree with you, actually. And which AIs do you generally use?
For me right now, I use ChatGPT. I've been trying to get into Claude. I've heard is really good. I haven't had a chance to use it myself yet, but that's a huge market disruptor for businesses. You can use it to create agents to reply to emails, to schedule your appointments, and you don't have to pay someone to do all this administrative work, so it's saving businesses a lot of money.
And what is your opinion on AI agents doing a lot of these calls for people?
Yeah, I think it's a great way to save money, a good way to save time, automate things. I mean, I think anytime you can automate something, as long as you're not getting errors, that's the key there. So I'd say you have to test it out first. But yeah, as long as it works efficiently, then it saves you time and money.
So you're saying that AI, as long as it's an efficient tool, is good for society and will actually help people?
That's a tough question because it's good for society in the sense that we're more productive, but if it starts replacing people's jobs and then people can struggle economically, especially people on the lower end of the job market, then they can start to get replaced, so that could be bad for society. So you could argue both ways, I think.
And have you heard the claims that a lot of the smaller self-checkouts and machines, that gold and the components are going to be needed in AI data centers? So eventually AI is going to get so big that human hands will become the cheapest alternative for that labor. Have you heard of this?
I haven't. Could you tell me more about it? You said for self-checkouts?
Yeah, how self-checkout and a lot of technology... Go. You guys are good. Thank you. How self-checkout and a lot of technology uses gold and silver.
Oh, missed that.
Yeah, and it's a finite resource. So eventually, they'll recycle a lot of the small AI taking people's jobs into big AI taking people's jobs. Have you heard of that?
I didn't know that they were using gold and silver, but I do know that those chips are very high in demand. That's why NVIDIA stock is going through the roof, and a bunch of other AI companies, because they're very high in demand, and there's not enough supply right now because of even the projected demand in the future is only expected to continue exponentially. So yeah, it's very expensive. The investments that companies are putting into AI right now, they haven't seen the return yet. I think it's still up in the air in terms of if all that spending is actually worth it. So that's a big controversial topic, I think, if all that spending is actually worth it in the long term. Yes, you do get more efficient processes, but the money it takes to come up with these processes and to maintain them, because you need the data centers as well, which are very expensive to run. They take a lot of water, a lot of electricity. So the cost versus benefit, I think, is still being assessed for now. We're not sure if it's the cost outweighs the benefit or the benefit outweighs.
So do you think AI is going to keep growing and becoming more powerful and more expensive? Or is AI going to be a lower cost thing that is implemented everywhere? Do you think it's an overmind controlling society, or 1,000 little brains helping everybody, or both?
I think it's a little bit of both, because it is 1,000 different small minds. An AI will use a lot of different website resources to cite its answer, right? So if you're asking how to do something, it'll go to another website, which is two machines talking to each other and working together. But collectively, it is one big brain, right? One bigger brain, because they all interact with each other and they all tap into each other's resources. So it's a bunch of small computers working together to then form a bigger brain.
That's very cool. I like that answer, actually, that AI is a bunch of brains working together to form a bigger brain. I was thinking, actually, that AI won't need robots to carry us around, because we all have phones. So it'll be able to see and hear through our phones. So what do you think about people becoming part of AI? Just come on through, everybody. Come on through, everybody. Yeah, don't worry. That's cool. What do you think of people using phones and integrating so heavily into AI?
What do you mean by that? The phones becoming a part of AI? What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you think about AI, the data centers, using our cell phones that we use in our daily life as eyes and ears?
Okay. I think that's a big privacy concern, right? first of all, I know there's a lot of terms and conditions that most of us just press agree when we, like on any application we download, we agree to terms and service. How many people actually read those? So perhaps there is something in those terms and conditions, I've heard of this as well, where they are tapping into your microphone and your camera and you're actually giving them that access. But that is a huge privacy concern, right? I'm sure if a lot of people knew what is contained within those terms and conditions, they wouldn't actually agree to it. So it's a huge privacy concern, I think.
Well, that was a very good interview. You're very smart. I like that. Thanks
you.
a lot, man.
I don't
And
know
thank
that
you, everybody.
much, but
No, you seem to know a lot, actually, especially because you know that AI has gotten to a point where they're using agents
Right.
to do everything. And that's actually, when I left today to ask people questions, that was one of the questions I had planned. Like, do you know about AI agents? Because I've been getting like scam calls like, is this you? I can tell it's an AI.
Right.
So I'm thinking, is this a big pressing problem? Like, is somebody's parents going to get tricked by that? And
yeah,
so
it's also like AI is a weapon, and it's all about how you use it. It could be used for good, it could be used for harm, just like with anything, right? Like a knife can be used to slice tomatoes, it can also be used to hurt somebody. So it's all about how you use the tool.
that's very wise. I like that. So you're saying AI is a tool and it's about how we use it. And it is true that AI is used for some bad stuff, but I think that's above the pay grade of, you know what I mean? I don't want to get too involved in Peter Thiel and Palantir and all this stuff, you know, because drones, their brains are AI, right? So a lot of AI chips go to drones and you don't see a lot of drones flying around here. So I wonder where they're going. But yeah, that's a good interview.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Very cool.